you're probably suffering more than you need to. I'm not saying this in judgment or shame or to make you feel bad, but many religions and philosophies and just grown-up people, when they're teaching their kids, teach them life is suffering. This is just the way it is. This is reality. Get used to it. But the problem is, it's not all necessary. Some suffering is actually optional. Some of this pain you don't have to go through. But the problem is, does anybody take out a pointer, my mascara makeup pointer, and say, this suffering is optional, this suffering you have to go through, now you know the difference, now you know which one you have to get through? Nobody tells us this. So how are you supposed to even know? Here's what I have found, because I have gone through some suffering that I have tried to get through, some of which I'm still going through. If it's your kids, I can tell you right now, that's probably necessary suffering. That's God, whoever you believe in, is a divine being like, you know what? I think you needed to work on a few things. So here you go. You could say, I got one of those who was just like me, and even more fun and interesting. But aside from that, you may not know, is this suffering optional? Should I just say a bunch of prayers and go with it? The problem is, even though I think in some ways religion, the spiritual truth got this right of life having components of pain and suffering, and that's just the reality of being a human. Some people are like, you get a certain age and your body just hurts. I get it. But when you're a younger age, other things hurt. Your body might not hurt, but you hurt that you see all these things that adults are doing that you don't have the privilege or the right to do or the ability to do. So at any age and any stage, there's some level of pain and discomfort. But here's what I do to figure out what's the optional pain and what's the just this is how life is pain. You may or may not like this, but try it out. I meditate every single day. And I used to have it be somewhat optional. I was like, yeah, I'm a spiritual person, but I don't need to do it every day. Same as I brush my teeth every day, though. I believe meditation is necessary every day. This trial and tribulation I've had from being a parent, that has made me realize if I don't meditate every day, I cannot show up as a good parent in any capacity. Well, okay, in some capacities I do. Most days, even meditating just once a day isn't good enough for me, but that's a moot point. If you're not into meditation, daily reflection, daily time, getting quiet, stepping away from the world, disengaging from all of the thoughts of the day, tuning into your body, even just tuning into your body every single day will help you with this. But that's just part one, because you could start meditating every single day and 6 weeks from now be like, yeah, Rachel, it all still sucks. I really can't tell what you're talking about here. So this is step 2. So meditation essentially builds you that muscle so that you can start to have a level of objectivity with your life. It helps you. This is one of the most huge benefits of meditating. It helps you slow down that response time between your typical response that you like to have to something that you don't even think about, that's totally unconscious, subconscious, and your, let's just say, your better response that you would make. It helps create some space in that reaction time. And what I also would recommend that you do is, in addition to meditating every day, start doing something that's either journaling or something else to build your intuition so that you can start talking to your higher self, to God, to your soul, to your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. I don't have an agenda about which one you believe in, but I think I know that you can agree there is an intelligence and a knowing greater than what your logical human mind has. I'm a hugely smart person, hugely smart, and I know This brain can only do so much. When I know my brain has reached the logical capacity of what it can do to problem solve, I'm always like, tune into my intuition, tune into spirit, see what it has to say to me. The answer from spirit is so clear, so much better, so much more defined. Now I'm a clairsentient, so I tune into these messages on a regular basis, and I've honed my ability to listen, so it is very clear for me most of the time. I understand if you start, it might not feel clear right away, and so some of this will be a calibrating process, an understanding process, a fluency process as you're building up this attentiveness to tuning in and understanding, do you listen? Can you hear it? What is it telling you? And can you believe it? Some of it is just a building of trust. At times I talk about intuition as a muscle. Today I want you to think about it as a relationship. If this is a relationship you're building with your higher self, your more intelligent self, who some of this higher self lives within you, but all of the intelligence of your higher self cannot be contained within your human body at one point in time. Because as you know, we have in some ways limited ability to process sensory data, limited ability to take in all the information from the world. But our higher self, your higher self, is connected to a whole universe of information, stimulus, connectedness. At a scientific level, quantum physics, there is connection, which means you are connected, which means at any point you can, redo that connection. Just like you plug your phone in every night or every morning, plugging in reconnects you to that stream, reconnects you to that energy, and gets you the information. Most people update their phones, computers, tablets, whatever, at night while they're sleeping. That's also when most of us can get our downloads from our higher self easily. Getting your downloads while you're sleeping is one of the best ways to do it because it doesn't take any extra time. It really takes no effort. You just set the intention the night before. Let me wake up with more understanding of XYZ. I use this to figure out my kids' names before they were born, what preschools to send them to, what business investments to make, when to work with someone, when to not, what house to buy. I use the information that comes from my higher self through my dreams, or sometimes it's not even a dream. I remember, I just wake up with the knowledge. This is possible for you. It will allow you to begin to eliminate some of this suffering because you will really start to see what is optional and what are the things that you just need to build up the ability to handle through, meditation, prayer, or whatever else you do to make life more enjoyable, bringing more joy into your life so that you can handle the things that aren't as joyful. So meditating and setting the intention that you're going to connect to your intuition. And as I said, tuning in at night, setting the intention that you'll receive these messages in your sleep from your higher self, and they'll be clear in your mind the next morning. Or if you like to do morning pages or morning journaling, they can come through as your journaling. This is an easy way to start getting more clarity, eliminating the unnecessary pain and suffering in your life. If you want me to make a video clarifying any of this in more detail, I'm happy to do that. If you want to work with me one-on-one to develop your intuition and your ability to connect to your higher self, I'd be delighted to do that. I have packages and you can see them at the link at my website and see about sessions. I offer a free discovery call so you can get on a call with me, see how we connect together in real time, learn the logistics of what this commitment will bring to you, how it'll help your life. And so you feel assured knowing that you're doing something that you want to do. Wishing you the best day.